Tonight, a 50-year journey for justice. 2 Indigenous men cleared of murder. Long-awaited acquittals filled with mixed emotions.
No, I think I'm hurt too much to be angry.
Hopefully I can move on from here on.
The finish line of a grueling legal battle. Temporary relief for asylum seekers turned away from Toronto shelters.
They just felt human again. They felt dignified.
Acts of compassion and a fight for more funding. Plus, a deep dive with James Cameron.
I warned you guys in 1984. You didn't listen.
I'll be back.
From the risk of artificial intelligence to the reality of underwater exploration.
CTV National News with Omar Sachedina.
Good evening, everyone. There is word tonight the BC port strike is back on after the union representing 7,400 workers rejected a mediator's tentative deal ending the 13-day walkout last week. In a statement, the union says it does not believe the recommendations had the ability to protect our jobs now or into the future. The BC Maritime Employers Association shot back in a statement of its own, writing that the union is choosing to further harm Canada's economy, international reputation, and Canadians. Joining us from near the Port of Vancouver is CTV's Penny Daphlos, who has been tracking developments. So, Penny, it looks so positive, but now back on the picket lines. What happened?
Well, Omar, the union simply believes that the 4-year tentative deal is too long given the market conditions, the economic headwinds, and this is despite the employer insisting that this is a great deal that included hikes to wages and benefits. However, the union leadership was so dissatisfied with this deal, they didn't even let it go to the membership. It was the leadership that decided to turn it down. We're already seeing a big turnout here on the picket lines. It's growing by the hour as this strike continues. Experts had said, remember, that it could take weeks, maybe months to catch up on delays and backlogs of containers at the port. An estimated $10 billion worth of goods held up already. Wholesalers, small businesses, retailers, all impacted. Everything from tools to Christmas decorations to wine, all held up. They do estimate that it's $500 million a day that is impacted. So as we go into another stretch of job action here, it's really unclear how long the standoff could last and what impact it could have, Omar. All right, we'll be watching Penny Daphlos in Vancouver tonight. Thank you. A Manitoba judge made a remarkable admission in court today that systemic and racial discrimination played a part in the wrongful conviction of 2 Indigenous men who had their freedom robbed from them. Brian Anderson and Alan Woodhouse have proclaimed their innocence for half a century. Today, the judge told them, "You are innocent. You deserve acquittals. Your stories are stories of courage and resilience." CTV's Manitoba Bureau Chief Jill Makashon on the legal vindication and jubilation.
The cheers and applause follow the men outside the courthouse. For the first time, Brian Anderson and Alan Woodhouse were declared innocent of murder.
Well, I feel free.
50 years is a long time to wait.
In 1973, the men were sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Ting Fong Chan, a restaurant worker who was found stabbed and beaten on a Winnipeg sidewalk. There are accusations the Indigenous suspects were railroaded by police and forced to give a false statement. The men have always maintained their innocence. Each of them spent 2 decades in jail. Citing systemic racism, the Crown said today, our justice system failed to provide them a fair trial. The acquittal was granted, and Chief Justice Glenn Joyal declared the men innocent.
It's what I wanted to hear. I've been waiting for that for the last
50 years.
million years.
To hear the judge say today to Mr. Anderson and Mr. Woodhouse, you are innocent. I accept you are innocent. Those are amazing words to lawyers like us to hear.
This case, 50 years old, marks the most historic wrongful conviction fought by Innocence Canada.
We need an examination of at least homicide convictions involving Indigenous people over the last 50 years in this province and even in other provinces.
Today, Manitoba's Justice Minister issued an apology to the men.
I thought it was the right thing to do. These are 2 individuals who have lost time, who've lost freedom.
Woodhouse and Anderson now join the names of Manitoba's other wrongfully convicted, like James Driscoll and Thomas Sofino, men compensated for their time in prison. Next steps in this case will be announced in the coming days. Jill Makashon, CTV News, Winnipeg.
There was some encouraging economic news today. Canada's inflation rate fell to 2.8% in June, its lowest level in 27 months, down from 3.4% in May. But that number doesn't tell the full story. And as CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver reports, many are asking why interest rates are going up if inflation is coming down.
Falling fuel prices have helped drive inflation down to its lowest point in 2 years. But take energy prices out of the equation, and inflation rises from 2.8% to 4.4%.
Our expenses are much higher this year than the previous year.
Everything's really expensive now. I don't know what you blame it on, if you blame it on the government or you blame it on what's happening in the world today.
The federal government says Canada hit a milestone today by getting back to the Bank of Canada's 1 to 3% target range. But while Ottawa says the inflation rate is lower than any G7 nation, analysts say the fight isn't over yet. Rent is up 6.6%. Mortgage interest costs up 30.1%. Food costs are up 9.1%. And from May to June, inflation increased by 0.1%. But while progress is being made, the Bank of Canada last week raised rates for the 10th time since March 2022, leaving consumers confused about why rates aren't dropping now.
You don't want the kind of classic mission accomplished banner and then all of a sudden inflation starts running up again and they have to reverse course. So I think we need real concrete signs that inflation is back at its target sustainably before the Bank of Canada is going to start cutting rates.
As for food, experts say sticker prices aren't likely to decrease substantially. Extreme weather patterns are impacting how much farmers are producing, creating a supply and demand issue, just one of many factors increasing costs for farmers.
Fertilizer costs, feed costs for livestock producers, the cost of the technology that we use, the machinery that we use, it become very scarce, so those costs have gone up tremendously.
Oils, meats, and fruits were some of the food items that rose the most this month, and experts predict food prices will likely stay high for quite some time. Omar?
All right, Annie, thank you. A group of asylum seekers forced to sleep on Toronto streets spent their first night with a roof over their heads after private volunteer groups intervened. Today, the federal government provided a financial boost, but as CTV's Adrian Gobriel reports, the city says it still falls short.
No amount of scrubbing will expunge the difficulties many have endured on these streets.
We owe them as Canadians. We're all immigrants. We are all immigrants.
Emotions are frayed. For weeks, asylum seekers have been left homeless, turned away from a Toronto shelter system that claims it's at capacity and short on federal funding. Today, Canada's immigration minister announcing an influx of cash from Ottawa.
The federal government today will be contributing up to about $97 million for the City of Toronto. This will put us in a position where the City of Toronto will not have any concerns.
Toronto City Hall has been asking for $157 million. New Mayor Olivia Chow saying in a statement today that the funding will not meet the needs of refugees arriving in Toronto and across the region. It may, however, provide a short-term stopgap. Ontario's Premier delivering a political jab of his own.
You can't just drop people and say, okay, we're all done.
Yet private sector organizations have accomplished in a matter of days what no level of government could deliver for weeks: temporary housing for asylum seekers. This church in the city's West End is now a safe haven for 200 individuals.
When the Syrians came, when the Ukrainians came, things were done a little bit faster for their communities.
With good reason, according to Ottawa. Government-sponsored refugees from countries like Ukraine, Afghanistan, and Syria receive immediate support. Many who've been sleeping outside this downtown shelter are asylum seekers who've arrived suddenly on Canadian soil. The system isn't set up to grant them the same access to programs and housing.
Mayor Olivia Chow says her first order of business right here at City Hall tomorrow will be introducing a motion to address the shelter and refugee housing crisis. Adrian Gobriel, CTV News, Toronto.
The victim of Sunday's fatal accident at Quebec's Mont-Tremblant has been identified as a Canadian soldier whose family says was a member of the military for 21 years. 50-year-old Sheldon Johnson was thrown from his seat after a drill machine struck the gondola he was in. His partner, Mary Chuglea, was with him and remains in critical condition. British Columbia's wildfire forecast got a critical new outlook today. This year is the worst on record, and it's nowhere near over. CTV's Bill Fortier on the fresh evacuations.
With fire threatening the north end of Cranbrook, BC, the nearby Acum First Nation has been evacuated and some homes have been lost.
This is a tragic situation.
Across BC, fire has forced 150 people from their homes. 3,400 are being told to be ready to leave.
We know that the road ahead of us is long, complex, and challenging.
The country has been scorched by the worst wildfire season on record. In the West, it started early with extreme hot weather in the spring.
We had an unusually hot year, which is probably driven by climate change. We also have a very high accumulation of fuels in some parts of Canada.
With resources stretched thin in BC, 150 soldiers are arriving today and tomorrow, and firefighters have come from several other countries, including the U.S., Mexico, and Australia. Help from afar has been a constant theme across Canada, with crews arriving in Alberta from as far away as South Africa.
I don't think that's sustainable.
This wildfire expert says though this is an exceptional year, wildfires will become more frequent because of climate change. He believes it could get harder and harder to find outside help in the future.
Resource shortage in Canada and even worldwide is a distinct possibility.
Right now, though, that help is needed. In just Alberta and BC, there are currently more than 500 fires burning, about half of them considered out of control. Bill Fortier, CTV News, Edmonton.
The toxic drift from those wildfires has prompted new air quality alerts in the southern U.S. as the country battles flames of its own. This time-lapse shows the destructive path of a raging fire in Riverside County, California. Wildfires are also threatening lives and livelihoods in many European countries like Greece, Turkey, Spain, and Switzerland. All this accelerated by record temperatures blistering both sides of the Atlantic. Here's CTV's Vanessa Lee on the historic heat streak.
The heat is making it almost unbearable for tourists taking in the marvels of Italy, with Rome hitting a record 41.8 degrees.
It's like you're in an oven. Like if you're lucky, there's a breeze, but you step outside and the sun is so hot that your skin is burning.
Millions around the world are sweating through extreme heat waves. China just logged a blazing 52.2 degrees. Scientists say the El Nino weather pattern is exacerbating the effects of climate change.
It's actually releasing some of that heat that the ocean does a great job of absorbing usually. So now we have more heat in the atmosphere.
In the U.S., 65 million are under a heat alert. It's the first time Phoenix, Arizona has been in the grips of 43-degree or warmer temperatures for 19 days in a row.
We're in this for quite a while yet, and again, it's that prolonged heat that becomes more serious.
Already, there have been at least 12 heat-related deaths. Doctors say hospitals have not been this busy since peaks in the COVID pandemic.
A lot of people are very lightheaded, dizzy, cramps, feeling very poorly.
Raft-like devices like this one are being filled with ice to bring down a person's body temperature. Last week, the planet endured the hottest week ever. And scientists say there is a chance 2023 will go down as the most blistering year on record. Vanessa Lee, CTV News, Montreal.
The U.S. Army has confirmed an American soldier is being detained in North Korea after bolting across the border with South Korea. CTV's Washington Bureau Chief Joy Malbin on what we know.
It's one of the most heavily guarded borders in the world, the demilitarized zone, separating North and South Korea, two nations technically still at war. And it's here during a civilian tour of the so-called truce village that officials say 23-year-old soldier Travis King inexplicably bolted across the DMZ into communist North Korea.
One of our service members who was on a tour willfully and without authorization crossed the military demarcation line. We believe that he is in the BRK custody.
He'd just been released from a South Korean prison for assaulting a local, escorted to the airport to face military discipline back home. Instead, King tagged along on a tour to the DMZ and ran to the other side. Defections to the north are rare. Washington banned Americans from going there after student Otto Warmbier was arrested on a tour, imprisoned, and returned home in 2017 in a coma. So what will King face?
He'll certainly be detained in that area initially and then probably taken to an interrogation facility.
All of this comes as tensions have spiked between Pyongyang and America. North Korea launching a barrage of ballistic missiles, including 2 fired today. At the same time, America deployed a nuclear-armed submarine to South Korea for the first time in 40 years as part of their joint military exercises.
If the North ever contemplated the use of nuclear weapons, our response would be overwhelming.
As for Travis King, his family wants him back. The White House reaching out to key allies like South Korea and Sweden to see what diplomatic options they have. Omar?
All right, Joy, thanks. Former U.S. President Donald Trump claims he could be indicted again, this time by the federal grand jury investigating efforts to hold on to power after losing the 2020 election and the January 6th riot. Trump broke the news himself on social media, calling the special counsel leading the probe deranged Jack Smith. Trump already faces charges in Manhattan over alleged hush money payments and federal charges in Florida over handling of classified documents. All the while, a grand jury in Georgia prepares to hear evidence of possible election interference. Coming up after the break.
I think you have to be human to write that.
Oscar winner James Cameron on the future of AI. Plus, the buzz on an epic relocation mission. Oscar-winning director James Cameron was in Ottawa today to be recognized by the Royal Canadian Geographical Society for his work underwater. In 2012, he explored the deepest part of the ocean in the Mariana Trench on a submersible he built himself, currently on display in the capital. Cameron weighed in on last month's fatal Titan implosion he says is the result of failing to learn the lessons from the sinking of the Titanic.
They both are there for exactly the same reason, the human propensity to believe your own narrative and your own invincibility and not be humble before the environment.
CTV Power Play host Vashi Capello sat down with the filmmaker, who in a Canadian exclusive also had a warning about AI.
The future has not been written.
The future isn't yet written, but James Cameron's Terminator may have predicted what it holds.
I warned you guys in 1984. You didn't listen.
The concept of Terminator, that a cyborg created by artificial intelligence tries to kill off humanity because it threatens its existence, all of a sudden isn't just sci-fi, at least according to the pioneers of AI.
There could be a risk to the extinction of humanity. Right. Do you share their concern?
No, I absolutely share their concern. I think the weaponization of AI is the biggest danger. I think that we will get into the equivalent of a nuclear arms race with AI. And if we don't build it, the other guys are for sure going to build it.
Cameron agrees with scientists pleading with companies behind AI to press pause on the technology while governments figure out how to regulate it. But he's not as unequivocal about how AI should be used in the movies. Tens of thousands of Hollywood writers and actors are on strike, crippling productions on both sides of the border. AI is a big sticking point. They want guarantees producers won't make movies full of AI-generated actors or written by AI.
I certainly wouldn't be interested in having an AI write a script for me, unless they were really good, you know.
But you're open to the possibility?
Well, you know, let's wait 20 years. If an AI wins an Oscar for Best Screenplay, I think we've got to take them seriously.
I guess I asked just because it's a central issue in these two strikes. You're the biggest filmmaker out there, and I'm wondering, would you accept a script that wasn't written by a human?
I don't think it's a matter of who wrote it. It's never an issue of who wrote it. It's a question of, is it a good story? And I personally don't believe, sitting here, that a disembodied mind that's just regurgitating what other embodied minds have said about the life that they've had, I don't believe that's ever going to have something that's going to move an audience.
So for now, he says humans do it better, but Cameron isn't ruling out a world where AI can or will do more. Don't forget, he even predicted it himself. back in 1984.
I'll be back.
Vashi Capello, CTV News, Ottawa.
Still ahead, lost and found. The first dry land after 3 months adrift at sea. An incredible story of survival tonight in the Pacific Ocean. An Australian sailor and his dog were rescued after 3 months lost at sea. 54-year-old Timothy Shattuck arrived in Manzanillo, Mexico, after being picked up by a fishing boat.
Look, I feel really good. I've been struggling to the health was pretty bad for a while. I was pretty hungry and I didn't think I'd make it through the storm, but now I'm really doing good. Thank you.
Shattuck and his dog Bella left La Paz, Mexico for French Polynesia back in April, but got stranded at sea after their catamaran got damaged in a storm. They survived by eating raw fish and drinking rainwater. Glad they're safe. After the break, a hive of activity for a new honey of a home. We're taking you to Edmonton now, where a woman's sweet gesture is causing quite the buzz. CTV's Jeremy Thompson explains.
It might not be as dramatic as you think. Oh my God. Then again,
Debbie Stawn looks on in amazement as a beekeeper reveals what's been living inside her garage wall for months.
It was insane. I just kind of was like, oh my God.
Honeybees found a gap in the wall last fall and got busy making it home sweet home, replacing insulation with honeycomb nearly 2 meters high.
So you trim the plastic and then peel it back like you're unwrapping your donair, and wow, that's a significant colony.
The project was a thrill for Jean Poirier. The electrician picked up beekeeping as a hobby during the pandemic. He connected with Stawn over Facebook and saw the extraction as a challenge.
Watch a ton of videos. Let's see if all that stuff I learned, book learnings or real learnings. And overall, it turned out, it was flawless. It couldn't have gone any better.
For about 5 hours, Poirier, Stawn, and her daughter documented the experience. They brought along extra bee suits so they could watch.
I was just thrilled watching all of it.
Poirier cut out the combs and vacuumed up an estimated 50 to 70,000 bees.
And then he took them all home.
Debbie's bees are now neighbors with Poirier's permanent hives.
They needed 3 boxes right away, and within 5 days they built all the new comb and all this kind of stuff.
In the end, it's a win-win-win. A free and educational bee removal for Stawn, some valuable experience for Poirier, and a more suitable setup for the bees to keep churning out honey in peace. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Wow, and that's a snapshot of this Tuesday for all of us at CTV National News. Thank you for watching, and good night.